A train carrying crude Bakken oil through a rural part of West Virginia derailed on Monday afternoon, causing more than 24 tankers out of 109 to fall, 2 of which tumbled into a nearby river and 15 of which caught on fire. A local house was set on fire and thousands of residents have been evacuated. Because the oil spilled into a part of the Kanawha River near an uptake area for a drinking water system, residents have been asked to consume bottled water for now. Millions of gallons of crude oil may have spilled. The accident took place during a severe winter storm, forcing cleanup crews to let the resulting fires burn out on their own. It's not known if the snowfall, measuring 5 to 7 inches in some places, may have played a role in the derailment. West Virginia Governor Earl Ray Tomblin has declared a state of emergency for the region. Officials from the Federal Railroad Administration are traveling to the southern part of West Virginia where the derailment happened to evaluate the crash site. 3 days before the West Virginia spill, another oil-carrying train derailed in Ontario, Canada. Less than a year ago, a train carrying the same kind of oil operated by the same company, CSX, derailed in Lynchburg, Virginia. And in 2013, a devastating oil spill from a train accident in Quebec killed 47 people. The Bakken oil from North Dakota, which was being transported in West Virginia, is apparently a particularly flammable type of oil, which is considered very dangerous to transport by rail. And yet, about 3/4 of North Dakota's oil is moved through the country by train. My guest is Bob Kincaid. He's a progressive radio host based in rural West Virginia and co-founder of the Head On Radio Network, or HORN. Welcome to Uprising, Bob.
Good morning, Sonali. Thank you for inviting me.
Thanks so much for joining us. Well, can you tell us the latest on the West Virginia spill in terms of the impact that it's had on local communities? As far as you know, is it known now if the drinking water supply has really been affected? Are people quite worried?
I think people have a right to be worried. I was through the area yesterday twice, and local restaurants were still closed. They had signs on their door saying closed due to lack of water. The water system intakes were eventually shut down, although similar to what happened a year ago, there was a period of time in which I guess authorities weren't sure whether or not they should stop the intakes from taking in potential crude oil.
So it seems as though the growing problem of transporting oil by trains is impacting more and more people. Is this incident affecting West Virginia, similar to the one in Lynchburg, Virginia last year? Is it something that people in the region are realizing is an inevitable outcome of this method of transportation and also our reliance on fossil fuels?
I don't think, Sonali, that most people even know that these things are traveling through their backyards, by their houses, through their cities. And this isn't just an Appalachia problem. This is a United States problem. These trains are going through California. They're going to the East Coast. They're going, obviously, through Canada. Another train exploded a little more than a year ago, I think, in Pickens County, Alabama. And because of the veil of secrecy that has been dropped around their movements, with, for instance, West Virginia's state government declaring that, telling the potential victims of these explosions what the routes are of the trains are trade secrets. No, I think people are deliberately being kept in the dark. For instance, very few people know, Sonali, that this train that blew up a couple of days ago was actually on the way into a national park. They go through a national park every day. They travel underneath an interstate bridge that carries thousands of automobiles per day.